One outcome of the long-range plan is a focus not just on outstanding future research we can do or the spectacular students we'll educate, but it's a focus on the Stanford community and what we need to do to support the Stanford community to be successful.
We have a task force for affordability, really examining the cost issues of what it means to live, work, and undertake your studies at Stanford. Another example would be something that we're, at least for now, calling community engagement. And that is about how do we connect people better to the Stanford vision and mission, but especially how do we connect people to each other, create a sense of belonging.
This institution doesn't exist without fabulous staff, fabulous students, fabulous faculty. And if they can't afford to live in the area, we have a problem. So first, I think we have to acknowledge affordability is a huge issue, and it's a huge issue for the entire Bay Area, not just for Stanford.
So the Affordability Task Force is really chartered to look at four main aspects of affordability. Those four are housing, childcare, transportation, and benefits.
In the Affordability Task Force structure, there are separate stakeholder groups for postdocs, for graduate students, for faculty, for the academic staff, of which I am a member, and then for staff more generally.
For some of the constituents that I think are feeling the most pain, we've taken some early actions. One thing we did last year when the LRP was announced was to announce that we were raising the minimum postdoc salary. We've also provided some need-based emergency support for postdocs. Similarly, we've provided some need-based emergency support for grad families. Another thing that we've done for our graduate students is we're building the new Escondido Village high-rises so that more of them will be able to live in subsidized campus housing.
It is a complicated, complex set of things that we're looking at. It became evident early on that we would need to gather really broad-based information. And so we designed, with the help of an outside consultant, an affordability assessment. We had a 49% response rate. Over almost 14,000 people responded. We did learn that while there are unique needs in these populations, there's also needs that cut across. We see that household income level, size of family, age, where the person is currently living, or maybe how long they've been in the area, are key factors in the types of solutions that might be needed.
I know there are no real magic bullets for this, but I'm glad that Stanford is making the effort to reach out. It's given me some additional perspective into the challenges that other units are facing.
The next step in our process will be to review some of our initial findings and share with our executive cabinet potential recommendations. But our initial best recommendations will be brought forward at the end of the year for consideration again by the executive cabinet, our board of trustees, and overall senior leadership of the university.
So when we're talking about community engagement at Stanford, we're really talking about creating connections among the members of our community to each other and to the mission of the university. The Town Center project is about reimagining the White Plaza area of Stanford's campus as the real heartbeat of the institution. And it's about creating social engagement and community building and the exchange of ideas.
For when people live on campus, students easily form an apartment to departmental path. They don't vary that course very much. Students are amazing. I mean, they have such diversity of experiences and talents. I think having a place where they can gather and share those perspectives will help everybody to have a better sense of, the meaning behind what they do here.
This project is really about understanding the importance of those informal social interactions as part of the academic mission of the university.
I think we do need to be mindful of the probably over 1,000 non-student partners that are living with their students, and also the 400 or so children here as well with graduate students. I think having a overall center that accommodates the wide population and life diversity will be pretty important.
We're in a year-long planning phase. So we're a couple months in. We are deep into the process of speaking with the community, talking to students, faculty, postdocs, staff members, alumni. We're getting all sorts of really great ideas and really great input about what this could be, about what would be compelling to people, about what would bring people together in this space. We had a town hall meeting for the entire members of the Stanford community on April 24th. We are planning future ones, but we also would love for people to reach out to us to contribute ideas. We have a website. I'd encourage people to go there to submit ideas. You can also volunteer to be part of a focus group session and to contribute your ideas in person. We expect at the end of this first year, so in early 2020, to have a set of options that we can present about different possibilities for how this might unfold.